In today's video, we're diving into website optimization. If you've ever noticed that your site is slow or has a poor performance score, you're not alone. Many sites have unused JavaScript and CSS code, and often the wrong image formats are used, which can really drag down your site's performance and ultimately affect your search rankings. But don't worry, I've created an open source optimization setup on GitHub that makes it super easy to optimize your site without the hassle of complex bundlers. In our previous video, we showed you how to create a site using AI. If you haven't seen that yet, make sure to check it out. You can create an index.html site using AI and then follow this video to optimize it. This repository is designed specifically for beginners and is perfect for optimizing small-scale static sites. Here's how it works. Start by forking the repo to your own GitHub account. Place your index.html file in the src folder. This file should contain all your JavaScript and CSS code. Make any changes you need to your index file and then save it. Sit back and relax. Your site will be optimized in seconds. The setup will automatically remove all unused CSS and dead JavaScript code. Plus, it will minify your scripts and also your HTML file, reducing the overall size and improving your site's performance. One of the best parts? You don't have to worry about navigating through unreadable minified files when you want to make changes in future. Just open your index file in the src folder. It's in a human-readable format. Feel free to add comments and use spaces instead of tabs. Make it as comfortable as you like. Once you commit your changes, the processed HTML file will only contain the code needed to serve to the browser, which will update automatically in your GitHub repo root directory along with minified processed version of CSS and JS files in Assets folder. You can also download the GitHub desktop to build and update your site locally. Here's how to do it. First, clone the repository that you just forked. You'll find it in the drop-down list on GitHub app. After cloning, click on Show in Explorer to open the folder. In that folder, hold down the Shift key and right-click to access the Powershell option. Now, you only need to run two simple commands. Type npm install to install all the necessary dependencies. Next, run npm run build to execute the optimization script. Once you do that, the magic happens. You can check the newly created build log to see exactly what optimizations were applied and what changes were made. Now, open the GitHub app and you'll see the recent changes. All you need to do is add a concise summary of those updates and then push your changes to reflect them in your GitHub repository. Now, let's talk about deploying your site on GitHub pages. After you've added your index.html file to the src folder, head over to the settings of your repository. Click on Pages, select the main branch, and save. And just like that, your site is live on GitHub pages. If you want to connect another free domain, I've already made a video about that, so be sure to check it out as well. I've been using this automated site optimizer for my own projects, and I'm thrilled with the results. I'm consistently getting great performance scores without the need for manual optimization. This setup will optimize the site for performance and enhance browser compatibility. However, for image optimization, we currently need to manually use services like TinyPNG, which works great. But in the future, I plan to integrate image minification directly into this script, allowing for automatic image optimization during the build process. Let me show you how this optimization process works. First, the setup extracts any inline CSS and JavaScript from your index file located in the src folder. Next, it runs purge CSS and applies tree shaking to eliminate any unused JavaScript and CSS code. After that, it minifies the remaining code, creating or updating the optimized CSS and JavaScript files in the Assets folder. Additionally, it generates a minified HTML file in the root directory. All this happens in seconds. If any errors occur during the optimization process, or if you want to see which unused code is being removed, you can check the build logs. These logs are updated every time you edit the index file in the src folder. This way, you can easily track changes and understand what optimizations are being applied to your site. Sometimes the tree shaking process may remove some JavaScript code that is actually needed by the site. To avoid this in the future, simply add the window object to your critical JavaScript functions. So remember, in the future, whenever you need to make changes to your site, you'll only need to edit the index file in the src folder, not the one in the root. This keeps everything organized and ensures that your optimizations are always up to date. Now, in the ASO site, I have implemented a JS code that checks if the site is optimized through the ASO script or not, as you can see in the footer. The project is open source, so once you fork it, you can make changes, such as changing the output branch if you want. However, that can be technical, as you also need to update deploy.yml and optimize.js files, so you can just leave it as the default main branch. Also, there is dependent bot, so if in future any dependencies gets updated, then dependent bot will create a pull request. You only need to merge it. This will keep everything secured. Lastly, I want to give a big shout out to the developers of the dependencies that made this optimization script possible. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Thanks for watching and happy optimizing.